Well, we know that the Commonwealth Bar Council has demanded the immediate reinstatement of the suspended Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo. Now, joining us via Zoom is Member of Parliament for Constitutional and Legal, Member of Parliament's Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee and NP for Upper Menya Krobo, the Honourable Bismarck Tetenyako, to help us understand some of the issues surrounding these demands of the Commonwealth Bar Council. I'm grateful to you, Honourable. You're a member of the Constitutional and Legal Committee of the House. What do you make of this demands that have been made by the Commonwealth Bar Council?
Yeah, thank you, Ajiman, and let me join you to greet all our listeners and to answer the question you just posed to me. So you remember that last Friday we all gathered at the Black Star Square to bid farewell to our gallant six that we lost during the clash, and unfortunately, it was that very day that we had that unpleasant news from the Association of Lawyers from the UK, or how we call them. In fact, it is very unacceptable, because what they should know is that we are no more a colony of the British. And so for a Commonwealth Association to authorize our Attorney General and Minister for Justice to reinstate the suspended Chief Justice is uncalled for. Our Constitution has outlined how such matters be addressed. And so far as we are adhering to the constitutional provisions, I think the association should leave the matter for us to determine. We are capable of determining our own issues. And so I think that was a joke. We are not taking it seriously. And so wherever the suspended Chief Justice think he can seek redress, and she has gone to, I want to assure her that we have laws in Ghana. Ghana is a sovereign state, and our laws are capable of determining any legal issues that we have. And so she must exercise patience. The law is the law, and that is what she made us believe. We are going according to the tenets of our Constitution, so we are able to determine the legal questions that she's facing. Thank you.
What about the concerns they raised that her continued suspension erodes judicial independence?
It doesn't erode any judicial independence. This is the person who constitutes the Supreme Court to look at issues, and now she herself is facing such panel. Do we leave her to be in charge and in control of the judiciary whilst she has legal questions to answer? I think the best thing she should have done is to have even set aside herself. She shouldn't have waited for president or the law to suspend her. She should have resigned herself or taken recused herself. But since she refused to do that, now she has been on suspension. I will just want to plead with her that she should continue being, if she feels she has good case, she should just allow the law to take its own course. And definitely we will come to the determination of her fate by law and not by anybody's will.
Well, the Chief Justice has called for greater transparency. I mean, do you think the proceedings should continue to be held in camera, or why don't we just open up the process to the public, I mean, for greater transparency?
For instance, I wonder why Chief Justice of all people should be calling for such matters to be held in public. That is what the law says, that such matters be held in camera. I am still a student of the law. I am still learning. And so far as my knowledge and my ability tells me that such hearing should be done in camera. If she wants us, the whole country, to infringe upon the provisions of our Constitution, I don't think that should be from her. That should be somebody else that we can pardon for the probably lack of ignorance, but not a whole Chief Justice. So I want to assure her that nothing will be done bias against her. That is what the law says until the law is reviewed or that provision is repealed or amended. That I want to plead with Ghanaians that let us exercise restraints, let's exercise patience, and allow the law to take its own course. And at the end of the day, Ghana will be the winner for all of us.
Honorable Tete Nyako, are you not bothered that this continuous suspension of the Chief Justice would have any implications on Ghana's reputation as a beacon of democracy, on the continent, now that the international community is taking an interest in this matter?
Like I said, I don't think so, because we are not doing anything outside the laws of Ghana. I still maintain that though the law may not favor everybody, if it's against you, you may think that is not the law. But the same thing was applied to, she's not the first person to face this procedure. I think Charlotte said, we can just remember recently, also went through the same procedure. Was it held in public? I can't remember very well whether it was held in public. I think it was held in camera. And so whatever the international community is saying probably is according to the law of those states. But for Ghana, we are sovereign states. We have our own constitution. That is what our constitution provides for. And until we amend or review that portion, then I want to exercise a bit of caution to all our listeners that let us allow the law to take its own course. We agree that Constitution is going through some review. Probably those are some of the matters we might look at during the review processes, so that such matters will not be done in infringement to the provisions of our Constitution. So until that, or until then, that is what we have. And I want to insist that we go through the provisions of our Constitution that states that such matters be held in camera.